first moved, we lived in Didsbury in a big apartment, in a big huge old house, until we could find a house of our own, and then we moved to Sale. So I went to lots of different schools because of all that moving around, and then my dad became more successful at City, because when he first went to Manchester City, he was the assistant manager to Joe Mercer, and then Joe Mercer retired, and then my dad became the manager at Manchester City. So things over the years changed quite a bit in our lifestyle, because going from a footballer to becoming a football manager, there's a big increase in money, so we moved to a much bigger house with a great big huge garden. And I did used to go to Manchester City. At one stage I worked in the souvenir shop with my best friend. I really enjoyed that and got to know quite a few of the players. Mike Summerby was always my favourite player. And my dad trained other people besides footballers. He trained a boxer called Johnny Prescott, and they were really grateful because my dad was ahead of his time in training. He did a lot of research at Loughborough University and had learnt different ways of training people. And he wasn't just interested in training of footballers, he was interested in the way ballet dancers trained, because he said ballet dancers trained harder than footballers. And boxing was always in my dad's family. My granddad used to teach my dad and his brothers to box, and at one stage my dad didn't know whether to go into boxing or football. But
so that when he met Muhammad Ali, he was
yeah, he was really, well, Muhammad Ali was a big personality and so was my dad, so they sort of bounced off each other. And my childhood was an interesting childhood, because me and my brothers, when we went to school, people got to know that we were Malcolm Ellison's daughter and sons, and all the Manchester United supporters used to say, oh, we're going to beat you, we're going to beat you. So me and my brothers used to say to my dad, Dad, please, please make City beat United, otherwise we can't go to school on Monday. And more often than not, Manchester City in those days did beat United.
That must have been his team talk.
Yeah. But my dad used to go out on the pitch and he'd go 3-0, you know, before the game. And he was a great believer in mental psyching people up, like a lot like Muhammad Ali, because he used to go in the boxing ring and he'd say, I'm going to whoop you, you know. My dad used to do the same sort. But when you're a child of somebody who's famous, you always feel, well, I did, and I know my brothers did, that you have to do something to live up to what they've done. And I think that's quite a hard thing for children of famous people, that they feel that because their dad was so great at what he did, you feel like, am I ever going to be good at what I do? But as my dad got older, and my dad at the end came and lived with us here for a while, my dad said that he was really proud of me because of the work that I did with older people, and my dad, being older at the time, recognised that. But I always just wanted him to be proud of me like I was proud of him. And I think I achieved that in the end.